Today's video from Viyet Care, and we know that Viyet Care is the department and the units under Viyet which try to create the better healthcare system into the world. So for that, what it's doing, it's giving information and idea to make better healthcare decision to for all of us. So if you visit this healthcare platform, you can make a better healthcare decision. So healthcare today producing some kind of antibacterial medicine chemical compositions and those medicines values and their function into your body. This is all the 5 medicine chemical composition we'll discuss on this video by Viyet Care, the based on the informations most valuable and research informations and best informations from Viyet Roy. You must remember all the 5 medicine compositions are antibacterial. So those medicines will never work for any kind of viral infection. Though all the medicine composition brand name can be different for the market. So here I'm not telling the company name who selling those medicines or those medicines product. I am just telling the medicine chemical structures. It will help you to understand that what kind of chemical composition really protect ourselves from various kind of viral infections. And what kind of viral infection is this? That's also throughout this video. Okay, so just the first medicine which I'm going to discuss here is called the composition is called cefixime. Okay, and what is that? Okay, listen, cefixime is the 3rd generation cephalosporin antibiotic bearing vinyl. Okay, it is the 3rd generation cephalosporin antibiotic. The chemical is C16 H15 N5O7 and S2. This is the number of atoms are present in this composition. Total 16 carbon and 15 hydrogen is present here, and it is the comes under cephalosporin because there is a sulfur. There is a 2 sulfur atom also present. Okay, now what is the benefit? Why use this? It is for the bacterial infections. You must remember it will never work for a viral infections. So if you have any fever, cold, flu, that will never be work or reduced by this kind of this composition. But maybe you can suggest that if you have any kind of throat infection, if you have any kind of neck infection or mouth infections, you have tonsil infection, sometimes doctors suggest these medicines. Now this medicine is to clear the bacterial fungus infection on the skin of this tonsillitis spot. Okay, so automatically when this bacterial infection will reduce and this bacteria will die, automatically slowly your flu temperature, body temperature will come down. Your body temperature come during your tonsils because viral infections also release some kind of toxic, and these toxic are basically the reason for your flu. Flu is the basically no disease, it is a symptom that you have a disease, right? So when in flu come, it's proving that you have a viral infections. So this medicine is given by the doctor to you during your throat infection or any kind of mouth infection or tonsil infections, not to reduce flu or any kind of cold, to just kill this bacteria or infection. Also it is a bacterial infection, so but still you are using this medicine, maybe some doctors prescribe to you, but you must remember that you have to clean your mouth very much, and there is a lot of things. So you can take this medicine, but if you don't care about your mouth to clean, then maybe the bacteria, no medicine can work ultimately to protect your body. Okay, but yes, if you have in high positions, you need this medicine. So this is medicine is helpful for this purpose. Okay, something more if you want to know, then obviously you can subscribe this YouTube channel, and this channel is basically giving you information on various sites, and for specific healthcare decisions you can subscribe this channel with, you can visit the web link which is showing over there, viyet.mozilla.com, and this website is basically not just giving information, also showing a lot of platforms for where you can get all this medicine through online platforms, right? So this is a something amazing platforms. I hope it will really help to make your better decision for your any kind of health related issue if you have or if you face in the future, right? Thank you. The next medicine composition called the potassium clavulent. The potassium clavulent is basically semi-synthetic beta lactamase inhibitor isolated from streptomyces. Okay, and the chemical structure composition is CH8H8KNO5. Potassium, so K is there and composition is that. So number 8 number carbon is present here. Okay, remember when it is acid, clavulanic acid, then there is a no K. Okay, so when K ion or means potassium atom joined with the O, and then it become a potassium clavulent, and that is the basically compositions is here. Now what is exactly this talk about? When you are understanding this clavulanic acid, but here potassium ion give this clavulanic acid converted into clavulate, potassium clavulate, it is same work as a antibacterial. Okay, same, remember it is also a antibacterial, right? All the structures here you can see there is a 3D structure also. You can find that O's are defined by the red, her hydrogens are defined by the blue, and violence is the K. Okay, right? So this is the combination of their structures, right? Now potassium clavulate is the just a composition one. It's also known by uses something other else, and this is composition also comes under another compositions, and it is make basically the medicine for the your viral infections. And remember all the medicines, the 5 medicines which I'm going to discuss today is all are the viral infections medicines. So mostly times the viral infections on your throat or maybe on your screen or many kind of internal part, you can use those medicines. Obviously always is good to stock if you don't have so much idea on the chemicals medicines, is always better to discuss with your doctor. If you have really high understand, then you can find some medicine related to those particular compositions, and you can take as a preliminary your treatment, because all are don't have so much any harmful medicine. But remember, when you are taking a high medicine for any kind of bacterial infections, you have to use famotidine before you're taking medicine, because it will give a release to your liver, which I already discussed in another video, that what exactly the function of your famotidine when you're taking high medical compositions medicines, because it's give a protection to your liver to digest all these high ions molecules which is present in the medicine, right? So this is the medicine, it is also antibacterial. Thank you. Yes, and I told that this composition sometimes also comes with another medical composition. These two chemical structure composition used for one medicine also sometimes, and this medicine is also known for the viral infections, and this medicine name called amoxicillin, right? And here the structure is, why it's called amoxicillin, here is one is amino group is there, NH2 and oxy. So amoxy, amino, from amino we take am, from oxy we take oxy, and it is a penicillinic acid structures called. Here penicillinic structures, and this penicillinic acid comes silin. So that is why its name defined as a amoxicillin. Here one oxy group is there, one amino group is there, and penicillinic acid is there. This is the chemical structure of amoxicillin. Now what is the function and how it is help, right? It is a basically again antibiotic treatment. I told that is, any kind of infections, viral infection which occur for on your any kind of skin. It's not just outer skin, internal skin also the same use. We can use this medicine also, and this sometimes this medicine also joined with the potassium chlorate which I told earlier, right? Now it is a bacterial infections medicines again and again, but remember when you are talking about highly taking any medicines, it's always impact your stomach very highly, so you have to use famotidine before you use those kind of medicine. I already told, not from famotidine, just any kind of medicine who will reduce your liver acidic functions. Okay, many kind of medicines available on to improve your digest when you are using lot of high kind of ionic medicines, like all the bacterial medicines are like that. So okay, so this medicine called amoxicillin, and I think you understand why it's called amoxicillin and what is the structure behind it and what is exactly the purpose to use this medicine specific when you're sometime you got fever because of your bacterial infection only. So it's not just if you use calpol or maybe the paracetamol or any kind of the favorite medicines, it will reduce your fever for the short period of time, that will not cure, because your fever is the, or flu is the basically a indication that you are impacted by any kind of outer pathogens. So if you don't kill this pathogen, ultimately your fever will go and come, that will continue. So that's why you have to take any kind of bacterial medicine when you are infected by bacteria, outer bacteria, right? So that is exactly, even all the medicine are bacterial medicine, remember, it is not, you cannot use those medicine for the virus. Why this video I'm talking about that basic some kind of bacterial infections come due to seasonal change, many times it's happened. Okay, so for that sometimes you really not need to do so highly think for that, that's something very happen. No, it is very common thing, bacterial infections, and those medicine are highly available on every department, every medicine shop, and doctors are there is these 5 composition are the most 5 composition of bacterial infections. Okay, so maybe the medicine name will be different, but the chemical composition will be all these 5 composition which I'm discussing today here. Okay, and the third composition called the amoxicillin also sometimes joined with the earlier structure which I told. Okay, potassium chlorate, and it is a potassium is there in the active positions K plus. Then this medicine is quite amazing. Why? Because this medicine is not just helpful for bacterial infections, it is also helpful for your liver infection. So at a one medicines are giving both treatment and at a times. Like when you are, I already told that when you are taking high medicines, your liver can impact it, right? And that is why you need any kind of liver cirrhosis kind of cure medicines like famotidine to reduce the liver gastric acidic functions, all these things. Other medicine is also there, but this medicine doing both things, both work at a times. I mean, helping your liver to protect from all these functions, also curing your body from the bacterial infections. Okay, not just bacterial infections, many kind of small tissue infection also, soft areas, some mostly, okay, soft, like sultamicin, this medicine only you can use when it is inner body soft tissue are infected by bacteria. For outer part, heart, your skin cell infected by any bacteria, then this medicine will not workable. Okay, so what is the name of this medicine? Is called the sultamicin. Okay, sultamicillin. Here you can see the composition C25. So 25 carbon is here and 2 sulfur. Okay, and 30 H is there. So maximum 30 H hydrogen ion is here, a molecule is here, right? Now sultamicillin is the medicine, cans comes under many other brand, but what is exactly this medicine? This medicine is for liver disease and the pneumonia bacteria, both things during work time. So if you have a high fever due to any bacterial infections and you are not able to take lot of medicines because you have a liver problem also, so that time this medicine can help you. Okay, and so if you are a child and you have infected by any kind of bacterial infections like tonsil or any kind of small infections into your inner body part, you can use these medicines. Okay, okay, again I will suggest to discuss with doctors if you don't have so understanding on the medicines, but if you have, you can search the composition of this medicine and the medicine packet name for this particular compositions, and you can try for this. Remember, because you are taking this medicine, but you have to understand that why this you had a fever, you have a fever, this reason is fever for bacteria or virus, that's you don't know, right? Fevers are basically, flu are basically symptoms which come from the any infections. Infection can come from any kind of pathogens. Now pathogens can be a virus, can be bacteria, can be parasite, can be other lot of pathogens is there, right? So because you don't know the pathogens, that is why I always suggest to go to the doctor, because doctor know better. Okay, but I'm telling this medicine, you should understand what exactly composition. Also this video will help the doctors, medical students, what is the structures, an amazing way I present. So also, and common people also who have very much understanding of the chemicals positions and the medicine structures, they also can really look on this medicine, and common people also. But again, you need to understand that the infections, the flu which come and flu you have in your body, what is exactly the reason behind it? It is for the virus or the bacteria, because flu can in your body, it not just because of your virus infection or bacterial infection also, but it will be only listen, when you are is viral infections, that times your fever will be very high, but when it is a viral bacterial infections, your fever will be at a normal, going and down, go and down like this way. But viral infections fever is very high fever, where bacterial infections fever is not so much. Again, if you have a parasite, that is different kind of things that I will tell later. But you could remember, bacterial infections fevers are not so much high, like 120, 30, like in pneumonia happen now. That will not happen if you have a bacterial infections. It will reduce your body capacity power slowly. Okay, so for that, if you take this medicine, automatically your body will recover very fast. So this is sultamicillin, also a bacterial infections medicine, and very amazing medicine for the childs who don't have liver high capacity, or any person, if you are facing any kind of liver cirrhosis problem, and again you have to take any bacterial medicines, then this bacterial infection medicine is highly helpful for them. So I talk about any kind of infections, right? So remember, the last medicine is not related to any kind of viral infections. It is related to the virus infections. So all the four medicine which I talk, it is all are the bacterial infections, and the last which composition I'm talking about, it is for the viral infections. Remember. So you should not mistake when you are taking this. This is totally talking about viral infections, right? Okay, now what is exactly medicine? This is the medicine for the hepatitis, also it is help. Why I am azithromycin medicines composition I bring at the end of this video. This is the very much common word at that time when we are facing virus problems in our society. This is the very old composition of chemical structures which used many years ago for the viral infections. Now virus body structure is same, but their proteins and the sequence of RNAs and DNAs are different, and that is why their characters, their adaptables power, and their reproductions power also different, you know for all the viruses. And that is why when you're talking about virus treatment, we need a various kind of different kind of composition for that. So maybe, but this medicines is hepatotoxicity. Sometimes we are using this medicine structure for our recent present viral infections, but again it will not be so much helpful. Again it can be our a just a tro- you know a you can say your experiment, because we don't have any options at that moment. That is why we just try to apply those things, but it is not okay, because again I telling that virus is this very small life, right? But its structure is very strong. In bacteria there is no RNA or no DNA. This means there is no protein sequence, and when there is no protein sequence, it means its structure is not so much compound. But when there is a protein structures, this is a compound structures, and it can change very fast also based on the outer environment. So due to the climate change, the virus is also changing their those protein sequence very fast, and it's basically giving more problematic situations. Now obviously we have an experiment on the virus. We have lot of experimental labs. We try to understand what is the how is virus develops and how its mutation happening. But again you understand, if we don't involve ourselves to mutant any virus, still virus can change in sequence, because virus is like a about amoeba, how it can change its shape. Like a virus is the basic small protein life. So obviously this protein sequence change due to the outer nature environment, and due to the misuse of environment, our maybe we use lot of things, we spread lot of things, and those composition also understandable by the virus as well, and they change its sequence based on that. So again this medicine will not work for this present virus, but I'm just giving a azithromycin because this word sometimes now people are talking about those words. But what exactly this medicine talk about, what is the structures, chemical structure, that if you as a student, chemical student or medical student, if you know, it will be very amazing to see, right? And is again is chemical structure called C38, A72, N2O12, and 2 hydro oxy ion. I mean the hydro water ion, water molecule is there. Okay, and its structure is in very different way. So all are the basically methane compositions, and that is why it's try to kill the venoms. I told that the methane has a power to kill the venom, the toxic which produced by the virus. So that is why this particular composition are holding lot of methane with the N. So that is why it is a anti-venom medicines, and that is why it is help. Hepatitis B is basically a highly viral infections which producing the venoms very fast. Okay, so this is azithromycin is the last medicine composition structure I'm discussing here. Remember the earlier all the 4 medicines are normal medicines. You can take this medicine even without doctor's prescriptions. Okay, because those medicine are for the antibacterial, and the basic symptoms if you have like a flu, and flu for viral infections, you can dose. But these medicines I'm not suggesting you to buy this medicine, just for understanding that what exactly azithromycin and why we are the people, highly research scientists and the doctors at that moment we are talking about. This is basically a viral infection medicine, and we are using this medicine for the long time for our hepatitis treatment for the long time. But Why we use? Because he is a methane's composition structure is here. We try to reduce the venom structure, but again this is the old compositions which will never be work for the our new virus sequence, because hepatitis virus structures and the structure of the um, COVID-19 virus, I mean called the SARS-2 second virus, that is a different structure, so it will never work. But yes, experiment is always, but remember this is the, those are the chemical structure component name, those are not the medicine names. Okay, these compositions branded by the different kind of medicine name by the medicine companies or the manufacturers companies. So but yes, but when you buy any medicines, their compositions also written over there, so by which you can understand that which medicines for which purpose, if you have really understanding about the chemical structure and the medicine. So basic this 5 medicines I discuss here, and to help why people are using this medicine, why doctor is suggesting this. Sometimes you have an inquiry that why doctor suggests this medicine, is there any risk for that? Because today you cannot trust someone totally, so you visit Viyet Care to understand better medical and healthcare systems, and always this platform will help you with better and the best healthcare decisions for your life. So thank you very much again, and do visit this website every times. Contact Viyet Care for something better, and the doctors who really need a promotional activity, they also can join Viyet Care for their promotions. Viyet Care is an international brand and a platform, so you can get a brand licensing from that. You can hire this brand, you can join this brand, you can be a brand ambassador for this brand, and also you can get a platform to promote yourself through this digital platform. So there's a lot of options, and so for that you just need to subscribe, need to contact. There's a contact form, subscription payment option is there. You can subscribe, you can contact through the contact form, you can contact even through the mail which is available on the web page also. And again, you subscribe this channel to get update on the various kind of medical compositions related to your health, various kind of health issues, right? So thank you.